Good morning, students. I hope all are doing well and fine. And let us go on today's class. We are discussing chapter 4. The chapter is organ and organ system in animals, right? And today we are going to discuss in 5th session. So in the previous sessions, we talk about this one of this invertebrate, that is earthworm. So the various system of earthworms we have discussed in the previous classes. And especially in the last class we discussed about the male reproductive system, female reproductive system, as well as the life cycle of earthworm, right? And today we are going to introduce about one new invertebrate, that is cockroach. Okay, so in the cockroach, first of all we are going to learn about the classification of cockroach and some general features of cockroach, as well as this morphology of cockroach. Fine. Let us see the classification of cockroach. Hope you know about what is classification, right? So the particular classification will be given for each and every species to identify them in the international level, right? Okay. So let us see the classification which is allotted for cockroach. So the cockroach belongs to the kingdom Animalia and phylum Arthropoda, class Insecta, order Orthoptera, and genus Periplaneta, and species Americana, right? So usually whatever organism it is, we used to call them with the last two names, that is genus name as well as species name, right? So in case of this cockroach, we could give this scientific name as the last two names, that is genus name and species name, that is Periplaneta americana, right? So while we are writing this genus name, the first letter we can give this capital letter, but in case of the species we have to write the first letter as small letter, right? So this cockroach scientific name is Periplaneta americana. Clear? Now let us see some general features regarding this cockroach, right? And the first character is it is one of this cosmopolitan in nature. Cosmopolitan means it is available everywhere. So it is found in every places, everywhere it is found. That nature is known as cosmopolitan nature, right? And the second nature is omnivores. Of course, you know what is omnivores. It used to eat all the type of food. Hence, it is known as omnivorous types. Fine. And the third habit is it is one of this nocturnal animal. So already we have said the same character for earthworm also. What do you mean nocturnal? So it will be active during this night. So daytime it has to take rest, and this night it will be active, right? Then the next feature is regarding the habitat. So it used to live in the damp as well as in the warm places. So every regions we can say, wherever it is, mainly in the kitchens, hotels, bakeries, restaurants, warehouse, sewage, public places, everywhere this cockroach will be available, right? Okay. The next feature is it's cursorial animal. Cursorial animal in the sense it's like swift runner. Swift runner. This the way it is move running, it is swift runner, right? So that nature is known as cursorial animal. Okay. Then the next point is regarding dioecious. It is one of this dioecious animal. What do you mean dioecious? Of course, this male and female organisms are different. But in case of this earthworm, it is monoecious type, which means the male and this female reproductive organs are present in the same organism, right? But in case of this cockroach, it is dioecious type, so both the sex are different, right? And the last point is oviparous, means it will lay the eggs to produce the young ones, right? So that is oviparous animals. Cockroach is one of the vector. So what do you mean vector? The organisms which used to transfer the diseases from one area to another is known as vectors. It used to carry these germs. So those organisms we can say as vector. So cockroach also one of this vector. So there will be the question asked, that is, why cockroach is known as a vector? So the reason is they carry with them harmful germs of various bacterial diseases like cholera, diarrhea, tuberculosis and typhoid, and hence are known as vectors, right? So vector means it used to transmit from one area to another, right? So this is carrying the harmful germs which is responsible for so many harmful diseases. Hence this also known as a vector. So let us discuss about this morphology of cockroach. So morphology in the sense, this external features about an organism is known as a morphology, right? Okay. And in case of this cockroach, the first point is regarding the color. Of course, it is dark brown in color, right? And regarding the length, it is 2 to 4 centimeter in length and the width is 1 centimeter, right? And the symmetry is bilateral symmetry. Do you remember what is bilateral symmetry? So we could able to divide the body parts into two equal halves in only one plane or direction. It is known as bilateral symmetry. Fine. Then the segment is an unequal size. Of course, it is one of the segmented animal, but it is not like an earthworm. Earthworm, this repeated units will be there. So those segmentation we said it's a metamerism, right? But here this also the segmented animal, but the segments are unequal in size, right? The next feature is regarding this exoskeleton. The body is covered with the exoskeleton, like our exoskeleton is skin, right? The same here also one exoskeleton is there that is made up of chitin, hence it is known as a chitinous exoskeleton, right? Then the body is divided as three divisions, that is the head region, and the middle region is known as thoracic region, and this end region is known as abdominal region, right? So this is three divisions of cockroach, and let us see one by one in detail. Fine. And sclerites. Sclerites is one of the major character of this cockroach. That is, exoskeleton has hardened plates called sclerites. So already we said exoskeleton, chitinous exoskeleton is there. It is covering the body, right? So this exoskeleton has one hard plate, right? So that is known as a sclerites. So the figure we displayed there, easily it is visible. The sclerite is marked in this abdominal region especially, right? And which is joined together by delicate and elastic articular membrane or arthrodial membrane. Okay. So exoskeleton, actually it is a chitinous exoskeleton, is covering this body of this cockroach, right? Then on this exoskeleton, it consists of hard plate that is known as sclerites. Can you watch there in the figure? Sclerites. So sclerites also, in each segment the sclerite is there. So it is connected each other with one elastic substance or membrane, that is known as articular membrane or arthrodial membrane. Is it clear? Okay. Then this sclerite is present in the dorsal side and it is present in the ventral side, and moreover it is present in the lateral side also, in the sides. Okay. And the sclerites which is present in the dorsal view, upper part, is known as tergites. And the sclerites which is present in the ventral view is known as sternites. and the scleroids which is present in this lateral sides are known as pleurids. Okay, so this is the scleroids, the types of scleroids which is present in these various regions of the body. Okay, and can you watch this figure? And the scleroid is noted there, and moreover arthrodial membrane also noted there. So that membrane is connecting the scleroids with each other. Fine. Okay, as we said, the body is divided as three divisions, right? Head region, thoracic region, as well as abdominal region. Now let us see what are these parts or regions are located in this head region. Fine. Okay, and the first point is the head is triangular in shape, right? The head is triangular in shape. Then the head consists of this mouth region, right? And this mouth parts are directed downwards. Actually, the mouth parts are directed downwards. Hence, this is known as hypognathous type. Hypognathous means if these mouth parts are directed towards downwards, it is known as hypognathous. Is it clear? Okay. Then the head consists of this compound eyes. Compound eyes are there. So what is compound eyes? And it is not a single eye. It does even one eye consists of this group of eyes. So a lot of eyes will be there. Group of eyes will be there. So that is known as compound eyes. Got it? Okay. Then so the eyes are pair, but it is compound eyes. Clear? Then the head bears an antenna, right? Of course, it is one of this sense organ. Pair of antenna is there, and it also consists of the appendages. Then and this is one of the sense organ, right? And it consists of the sensory receptors to monitor this environment. And the climatic changes, temperature changes, everything will be absorbed by this antenna, right? Okay, and the next region is mouth appendages. So as we said, the mouth parts are directed towards this downward is known as hypognathous type. Okay, and let us see what all these appendages are present in this mouth. The figure it displayed there is actually the mouth parts of this cockroach. So the mouth consists of actually 6 appendages. The mouth consists of 6 appendages. So listen the appendages. The first appendage name is labrum. Can you watch in the figure the first appendage, that is labrum. Actually it is upper lips. Have you got upper lips? And the second appendage is labium. Labium is the lower lips. Can you watch in the figure? That is labium is the lower lips. Okay. Then mandible is a pair of appendage. Mandible, can you watch mandible? It will be as a pair. Okay. So one pair or two mandible is there. Okay. Then the next appendages are maxilla. Can you watch maxilla? Maxilla also paired appendages. Okay. Then so this is overall the appendages are overall 6. Okay. Can you watch in the center again? It consists of one tongue. So the tongue is known as hypopharynx or lingua. Hypopharynx or lingua is a tongue, right? So these are all the appendages are located in the mouth. Is it clear? So these appendages name they used to ask, say the 3-mark question, or to draw this mouth parts of this cockroach will be asked as a 5-mark question also, right? So please go on this one. Fine. The next region is thoracic region, right? So the thorax consists of actually 3 segments. The thorax consists of 3 segments. The 3 segments are named as, first one is prothorax, second one is mesothorax, and the third segment is known as metathorax. Okay. So each segment is important with one function. Let us see what is the importance of each segment. So the prothorax is the region which is connected with this head region. So the head and this thoracic region is connected, especially in the prothorax region. Okay, so who is connecting? Of course, in the middle, neck region is there. So here the neck is known as a cervicum, right? The cervicum is connecting this head as well as this neck region, right? Okay, next thoracic region is known as mesothorax. So in the mesothorax, especially, the pair of wings used to arise. One pair of wings used to arise from the mesothorax. Okay, so this wing is known as tegmina, or it is known as elytra. Elytra or tegmina. One pair of wings. Have we got? One pair of wings arise from the mesothorax and it's known as elytra or tegmina. Can you watch it in the figure? The first wing is known as, which is marked in the brown color, is tegmina. So its role is, it is not used for flying. Its role is, it used to protect the hind wing. The next wing is known as actually hind wing. It is protecting the hind wing when the body is at rest. When the cockroach is at rest, it used to protect it. Understood? Okay. Then the third segment of thoracic region is known as metathorax. Here also one pair of wing is there, right? And this wing is used for flight, for flying purpose, right? And especially the thoracic region consists of these legs. Okay, so each thoracic segment bears pair of walking legs. So the leg is used for walking purpose. It is using the wings for flying as well as it is using the legs for walking purpose. So in the thoracic region, as we said, 3 segments are there. In each segment, pair of legs will be there. So overall, how many legs? 6 legs, right? Hence, this is known as hexapoda. So what do you mean hexa? 6. So since 6 legs are there, it is known as hexapoda. Okay. And this each legs consist of again segments. So each leg consists of again 5 segments. Understood? The segments are same or similar for all these legs. Clear? Let us see this name of these segments. The first one is coxa. Okay, coxa. The second segment, look at the figure, and the first segment is coxa. The second segment is trochanter. The third segment is femur. And the fourth segment is tibia. And the fifth segment is tarsus. Okay. This fifth segment again, in the end, it consists of 5 digits, on small digits. That is known as podomeus or tarsomeus. Podomeus or tarsomeus. So this is actually mobile joints. This joint actually, it is a mobile joint. Podomeus or tarsomeus. Clear? Then the next region is abdominal region. So here, especially in the abdominal region, there is some deviation will be there for this male and female cockroaches, right? And first we can see this common character of this common regions which is present in this abdominal region for male as well as for female. Then we can see especially which region is present for male as well as for female. Is it clear? Okay. So the abdomen consists of 10 segments totally. Okay, 10 segments. Then in the 10th segment for male and the female, for both, in the 10th segment it consists of one sense organ. The sense organ is known as anal cerci, right? Anal cerci. So this sense organ is to receive the vibration which takes place in the air and the land, right? So that is the purpose of this sense organ. Okay. Then, and let us see this in a special features which is present in this abdominal region for male as well as for female. Okay. So first we can see the female. So the female in this 8th and the 9th segments, it consists of brood or genital pouch. Brood or genital pouch. Brood pouch or genital pouch. So this is involving in this reproduction process. Okay. Then the same genital pouch is present in this male in the segment number 9 and 10. Right? And this genital pouch is covered with the sclerites. So already do you remember with the sclerites we said which is present in this abdominal region, right? So especially these genital pouches or apertures is covered with this one sclerites that is known as gonophysis. Gonophysis. Have you got the point? Okay. Then for male, if we come for male, as we said, genital pouch is present in the 9th and 10th segment. And one more important region is there, that is anal style. That is not anal cerci, anal style, that is present in the segment number 9. This is present only for male. It is not there for female. Okay. Then one more region, it is present in this last segment, that is known as gynovalvular plate. Gynovalvular plate, it is forming one keel-like structure. Actually, this is giving one difference between this male as well as the female. Okay. So now let us see what may be the difference will be there for this male and female in the morphologically. Morphologically, how could we differentiate the male and female cockroaches? So the differences here. The first, it is character is given. The next male cockroach, then the female cockroach is given. Right? The first point is regarding abdomen. So male cockroach, the abdomen is long and narrow. But in case of this female, it is short and broad. Fine. Then segments. Male, in the abdomen, 9 segments are visible. Right? But female, in the abdomen, 7 segments are visible. Fine. But 10 segments are there. It is whatever is visible, it is mentioned there. Then anal style is absent for female. It is present for male. Right? Okay. Then terga, it is 7th tergum covers 8th tergum. But here female, 7th tergum covers 8th and 9th. Then brood pouch is absent for male and it is present for female. Then antenna, the antenna is longer in length for male and it is shorter in length for female. Then the wings, especially the wings, it extends beyond the tip of this abdomen for male, but in female it extends up to this end of this abdomen. Till the end of this abdomen only the wings will be there. But in case of male, it will extend beyond this abdomen. Right? So these are all the major differences between this male as well as this female cockroach. Fine. And hope we can conclude here. And let us go on few assignments regarding today's portion. So the assignments are, why cockroaches are known as vectors? As we said, since it is carrying these germs for this various harmful diseases, right? Hence it is known as vector. Okay. Then what is sclerites? So the hard plate which is covering this exoskeleton is known as sclerites. And what are its types? Which is covering this, dorsal region, ventral region as well as in the lateral sides. Tergites, sternites as well as pleurites. Fine. Then what is hypognathus? If the mouth parts are directed towards downwards, it is known as hypognathus. Okay. Name the appendages of mouth in the cockroach. What are these appendages are there? Labium, labrum, maxilla, mandible. Right? And the center, lingua is there or it is known as a tongue. Okay. Then name the segments of leg in cockroach. What are the segments are there? Coxa, trochanter, femur, tibia as well as tarsus. Fine. Okay. Then tabulate the difference between this male and the female cockroach. That the tabular column is given. As usual, you can go on with this. Fine. So hope you will mark these notes from this pages which we are sending, and please keep on watch these videos and keep touch with us and do well. So the next class we can meet with this next video. Until that, please stay at home and safely and pray very well. Thank you.